I'm living my purpose in life. My purpose in life is if I can help other people discover themselves and they become successful, I am good. Once somebody has discovered who they are, they have discovered their potential, their strengths, their weaknesses, what they bring on table. When they are making a scholarship application or a fellowship application or a job application, they pitch with confidence. They know I am able to contribute X. So that confidence is a game changer. The motivation to write these books here is because I struggled a lot. I had 68 scholarship rejections. I got the scholarship at the 69th time.
Wow.
My point is, if I can help an African child, for them to win a scholarship on the first attempt, on the second attempt, for the third attempt, I am good.
You're good. Hi guys, welcome back to CareerBiome. My name is Maria and today I have a trailblazer in careers in mentorships in global health. It's a privilege to have you today, Abel.
Thank you.
Walekhwa. I wanted to ask you, how do I pronounce that name? Because when it comes to surnames, Africans, we are very sensitive with our surnames sometimes. So what is the right pronunciation of Walekhwa?
It's Walekhwa.
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 Oh, it's like an H, Walekhwa.
So you remove the K. You'll be silent on the K. It is there, but you'll be silent on it.
So all these years I've been saying your name mentally, but because I usually call you Abe, but
but I don't overstrain people
on that pronunciation.
Because it really doesn't add much. In my opinion, I think it doesn't add much. But given where I come from Bali, and therefore the K and the H don't normally move together. So you'll hear the Muhammad, you'll hear the Walekhwa, but always when you're writing it, there's a K there. But even at home right now, some family members prefer to leave out H. Some family members prefer to leave out the K. So me, I chose to go with both.
You accept whatever we are calling you. Does it have a particular meaning or?
Yes. It means they left you.
Oh, Walekhwa. You know, we are the Bantu, and the Bantu has similarities in languages. So now when you say it, I'm like, okay, Walekhwa or something like that.
They left you, but in Mbale, what happens with the languages is that you are named after a grandparent or after father or after the other one. So it's not like saying the western side whereby you are named given circumstances that are there. Maybe what people went through before they gave birth to you. So for us, you're like, for example, the family dictates whom they should name you after. Like
exactly. Even before you were born, sometimes like when you have a boy child, you name them.
Yes. It is that serious.
All right, Abe. There is so much to talk about you, but I want you to, first of all, tell us what you do. I don't know if we should tell the viewers where we met, but Abe, it's interesting how the world connects people. And for me, at the end of the day, I think about how we are all interconnected and you never know who is in your vicinity. So Abe was my neighbor. The first time I met Abe, we were in the same neighborhood. And somehow life took its turns. And he told me part of the work he does, but we didn't go into detail. I actually didn't know, and I bet he knew what I was doing at the time. I probably hinted, but maybe not as much. You knew?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I decided to keep humble and keep my lane.
Oh no. Anyway, so then later I meet Abe in Cambridge. I was so shocked. I was like, wait, I last saw Abe in Uganda. What are we doing in Cambridge together at the same time? I was also equally surprised that he was there. And then now we are meeting in Ghana once again. But of course, we've had like different interactions. And it's been amazing to see the journey you're taking on in developing careers in science, in global health, in all the work that you're doing. I know that you are the founder of ACCM. If I don't pronounce it well, then you'll help me there. It is African Center for Career Mentorship. And he's doing a tremendous job there because I follow him. I'm interested in the work he does. And I often see how people usually reach out and tell you they're getting scholarships and all of that. So I'm just giving you like a preamble into all of this. But Abe, could you please tell us what you do currently and let the viewer know the trailblazer that you are?
I help professionals discover their potential for success I do that through frameworks, tools, and lately books.
Yeah. Okay.
I've begun writing books as
Oh,
well.
yes.
Lately,
I
through
saw a
books.
sample of,
Yeah, through books that I have developed and also that I'm developing under African Center for Career Mentorship.
African Center for Career Mentorship.
Yeah, so
Got it.
to date, I have helped directly 41 people to win fully funded scholarships in the last 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And the latest one came out last week.
Okay.
She has gone to Israel to do a PhD in infectious disease modeling.
Yeah.
She's going to be modeling issues of misinformation and vaccine uptake.
Okay.
And she's going to be in Israel for 5 years.
Okay.
She
And this
has
is a PhD student?
fully funded PhD student.
Okay.
Yeah, so she has been under my mentorship, under my guidance.
Yeah.
But the issue of scholarships is just a small bit of it.
It's a component.
It's just a small bit.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we host, when I say we, I work with Dr. Dan Musinguzi,
Okay.
where we have weekly webinars on personal discovery, on soft skills,
Yeah.
CV writing.
Yes.
And we do that every Thursday at 8 to 9:30 p.m. East African time.
Yes, and this is open to
It's open, and
people who register and
they don't actually register.
Okay.
We just want them to come and attend because we have made it that the same login details, the same Zoom meeting links, the same time, the same mood, the same room. So you just come and listen. And also we have a YouTube channel which we now load that content onto that.
Yeah.
So we welcome people who were busy, who didn't have time to go and listen to us speak.
Time, yes.
They can go to the YouTube channel and listen to the content.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I do, and that's what makes me happy, and that's what keeps me going every day.
Okay. Abe, that is quite interesting to see that you're tapping into some of these professions, but you also have outputs. When you talk about PhD students you've only talked about the Israel, but like there are 40 others, 41, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that, because, you know, PhD is an area that even us who are taking the journey, we are putting bits and bits together, and we are working to make sure that we finish it on time. But also one of the most important things when it comes to PhD studies or graduate study is funding. And so to know that you're helping people secure some of these scholarships. I am on scholarship, and it's interesting to know that it's one thing you less worry about when it comes to money and funding. And many people, of course, reach out sometimes of, I don't know where to start, where are the scholarships? But you're having these webinars that are putting people on board. And so I commend you for that.
Thank you.
And I know that you've also sent some students to like University of Oxford, to Cambridge.
5 of them, yeah.
5 to Oxford. That's amazing. I've been to Oxford, and I know the criteria is quite stringent, but to know that all this is happening under your mentorship.
I'm also happy about it. Yeah.
Dr. Dan's name, I know I've interacted with you and I've heard of the name Dr. Dan. So shout out to you, Dr. Dan. If you watch this, we appreciate the work. Yeah, you were saying something.
Yeah, I'm also happy because when I was starting this journey of saying, let me help out people, let me reach out to people, I wasn't really sure how far it would go.
Yes.
I did not know many people will feel inspired, many people will feel touched, many people will feel happy about it, many people will find value in it.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to see that people are now, they discover who they are, they win, they get scholarships, they get job promotions. By the way, let me tell you, one of the things that I am struggling to get a matrix to keep track of are people who just find satisfaction after the personal discovery.
Yes.
But also those who get job promotions after the personal discovery.
Yes.
But also those who say, my potential is actually in business. Let me go and start my own business. Those who say, no, I have discovered my passion, my potential is into charity.
Yes.
And then they go and form their own NGOs. I now have 3 of them who have formed their NGOs. When they came to me in 2023, they wanted to pursue a PhD abroad.
Yeah.
So when we sat and we went through personal discovery, they discovered, no, that's not in my line.
Yeah.
Let me go and form an NGO, and I began helping vulnerable children anyway in Wakiso. Let me give an example.
Yeah.
One of them is in Wakiso.
Okay.
But there is a very recent...
Wakiso, Uganda, yes.
Yes, there's a very recent example which just happened last week.
Yeah.
Just last week. So a client came to me. She had finished her undergrad studies in Uganda.
Yeah.
She went for her master's degrees in the UK. So on top of her list was to enroll for a PhD.
Okay.
So she contacts me and she says, Abel, I want to do a PhD and I want you to coach me.
Yeah.
I'm like, before you enroll for the coaching program, let's have a conversation.
Yeah. Before we get there, let's start with the principles, the basics.
Yes. So I said, okay.
Yeah.
So first of all, what do you do?
Yeah.
And then she briefly told me what she does.
Yeah.
But very interesting, I asked a simple question. Why do you want to do a PhD?
Yeah.
And the answer was like, you know, I am mature enough. I know what I want.
Yeah.
I said, ask this.
Just like all of us assume.
I asked another question. Have you thought deeply about doing a PhD? She said, no, and I don't need to.
Oh.
I don't need to.
Yeah.
I am mature enough. I know what I want.
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's begin small. So do you want a taught PhD or you want a PhD by research? And she said, me, I want a taught PhD and I hate anything to do with research. I did research at undergrad, at master's level, and I'm done with research. I don't need anything to do with research.
Yeah.
I said, by the way,
You're not escaping research at any point in your PhD.
I said, you cannot finish doctoral studies without a PhD, without any research. Any research.
You can't, okay.
He said, you can't.
Cannot.
She said, no. I said, okay, let's go slowly.
Yeah.
What PhD do you want to undertake? So she went to a program. She said, it's a DR business administration. I said, okay, so let's go through the content.
Yeah.
And the first thing she read was research-based this and this.
Research is almost everywhere.
Yeah. And she said, oh, wait a minute. I hadn't even read on the curriculum of the PhD program.
Yeah.
I hadn't even read on what it takes to get
there.
So, Abel, I am done. This is not the line I want to take.
It's not for me.
No, not for me.
Yeah.
Nothing in line with research.
Yeah.
I know what I want to pursue in life, and therefore, onwards, let's not pursue the side of PhD application which I had come for.
Yeah.
Now, for me, that alone is very, very heartwarming to me.
It is indeed.
Not because somebody has not enrolled for a PhD, but because I have provided a platform to think through with people.
Yes.
For people to really think through before they step on the pedal.
Yeah.
Have they thought deeply about it?
Yeah.
Do they know what it takes?
It's not just a tick box.
No.
It's a lot of things that go into it.
Yeah.
Because it's not education. I mean, you can have the choice to choose otherwise, but if you're going for it, then you have to be fully in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I am very happy that African Center for Career Mentorship has given this platform, and I really look forward to seeing how this evolves and how this grows.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting because when we also thought about, CareerBiome and building it together, and the reason I'm actually very passionate about this conversation is because you're at the heart of developing capacity in global health. And for me, when I think of someone thriving in careers, I think of it as an ecosystem. It's not just one part. We've talked about funding, but also we talked about self-awareness. It's so many components put together, like the support and mentorship around you. Yeah. So as opposed to someone thinking, oh, if I have funding, then that's it. But what are you like? What is the passion you have? Yeah. You've given us examples of people going to do charity and mentorship. Yeah. But then I want to ask you, how important is it for someone to have that self-awareness before they decide? Because it's a component that maybe we kind of sometimes miss when it comes to career growth, yet it is at the center. Yeah, that's very true. So when I began this journey under African Center for Career Mentorship in 2020, I had a list of 5 services that I listed there. Yeah. And I put personal discovery as one of them. As the first one. Okay. At the bottom of my heart, I wanted the people to seek it first. Before anything else. Before anything else. Yeah. Now, after 1 year, and when I did the business analytics of the statistics which had come through, it was the last thought focus service. People were like, in the whole year, I had only got 3 clients asking for personal discovery. But I discovered that people may not be knowing that actually they need it. So they may not be knowing that they need it. Yeah. So what I did
was to embed it as one of the requirements for you to take on another service of mine.
Okay, so you don't skip this step.
No.
We are first going through. There are those you don't skip.
All of them I don't skip.
Okay.
Unless those who say, me, I have only come for this,
Yeah.
help me to review my essay, help me to
CV,
just
personal
refine my CV,
statement. Yeah.
full stop.
Yeah.
But the good news is that those who take on this personal discovery,
Yeah.
they find a lot of fulfillment in the next steps. But you asked a very important question.
Yeah.
Why is it important?
Yeah.
Has discovered who they are. They have discovered their potential, their strengths,
Yeah.
their weaknesses, what they bring on table.
Yeah.
When they are making a scholarship application or a fellowship application or a job application, they pitch with confidence.
Yes.
Once somebody,
Because they know what they want.
know what they are bringing
Yeah,
on board.
on the table, yes.
They know I am able to contribute X.
Yeah.
I know I need help with Y, but while you're helping me with Y as a mentor or as a supervisor,
Yeah.
I'm going to be contributing M, N, and O, and X to
Yeah.
your research lab or to your organization.
Yes.
Now,
Because
that
they know their
confidence,
strengths, they know
they
their
know it.
capability, then they know their weakness of where they
know.
don't go. I want. So I think it's powerful.
Now, that confidence is a game changer.
Yeah.
The second advantage with the personal discovery
Yeah.
is them being able to accurately pitch what next in life.
Yeah.
Because-
After this stage.
Yeah, because what we have done with personal discovery is
Yeah.
that I have developed a 4W framework,
Okay.
which is able to probe.
You're going to tell us what the W stand for?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's able to probe you on what next.
Yeah.
And so because you have visualized what you want,
Yes.
you accurately go for what really matters to you.
What fits you?
What
yes.
fits you,
Yeah.
and what you find fulfillment in.
Yes.
So for me, I think that's the second advantage for personal discovery.
Yeah.
The last one is that when they go for interviews,
Yeah.
when they're invited for interviews, either for a job or an application,
Yeah.
they are not begging to be hired,
Okay.
but they are bargaining
Yeah.
because they know what
It's
they're
a
bringing.
negotiation.
It's a negotiation.
Yes.
Because they know what they're
they're
bringing on table.
Yes.
So it increases their negotiation skills. Beyond that,
Oh, wow.
the fourth one, which is very critical, is
Yeah.
that they receive the outcome of their applications as a feedback,
Yeah.
not as a
Rejection.
or
Yeah.
criticized.
Okay.
Because even when they have not been taken on,
Yeah.
based on their a weakness in their CV, for example, or in their professional achievements, for example,
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise them.
Yeah.
Because they know it exists.
Yeah.
They saw it coming.
Yeah.
I have met professionals who, after one rejection, they struggle to get up the
They
ground.
scramble, yes.
Somebody says, I was rejected once and I've taken 7 years without recovery.
Yeah.
Now, that's because...
It shrinks their confidence. It
Exactly.
does. Yeah.
It's because when they are told they don't have this, it took them by surprise.
It was like an attack to them.
Yeah, it took them by surprise.
Yeah.
But by doing this, this is no longer surprising.
Yeah.
You know it. We have done it with you.
Yeah.
We have it. You even have, because after them they have done it, I normally tell them send to your email.
Yes.
So they can always refer to it.
Okay.
So they know it exists, and by the way, in it,
Yeah.
after we have visualized our weakness and so forth,
Yeah.
the next thing we add there are the strategies on how to make Abel better.
Okay.
How to make
So you
Maria
don't
a better
leave them
person.
in space
No,
hanging.
no, no, no,
It's
no,
not
no.
selling them the problem, but also the solution.
Exactly. We design a solution together.
Yeah.
We design a personal growth plan together.
Yes.
For now, we are planning for 15 years.
Yeah.
So we design with them a plan for 15 years on how they can refine themselves and how they can make themselves better.
Yeah.
So even after 1 year and we have applied and we have not been considered, because of a weakness X,
Yeah.
which we are currently addressing,
yeah.
and we are aware about
We are aware
it,
of it, yes.
that is not breaking news. So we easily pick up ourselves.
And it's so interesting because in the journey of academia, there's going to be, okay, we are going to term them as rejections because it will come as a rejection
Yeah.
email.
Yeah.
But I think the most, even with writing manuscripts
Yeah,
to
yeah.
journals,
Yeah.
like I remember the first time I submitted a manuscript, it was rejected.
Yeah.
And the good thing I had good support from my mentor and supervisor.
Yeah.
But if even with that support, because it was the first manuscript rejection, I almost like also was shattered as like,
Yeah.
I've given it my all. But I think the journey through academia, the journey through research is important for what he's discussing when it comes to personal development and awareness, that this rejection is actually part of the process, and taking that as feedback. Because it is not about you, it could be about you, but I mean, it is just one step of the puzzle. And somehow when you build up and it is just a story you tell that, and then you know how you improved from that. Abel talked about the 4W framework. Do you want to tell us what that is?
Right, exciting. And I've written a book about the 4W framework.
Okay.
It is, I think it was the first framework or the first product I developed in 2022.
Okay.
And this is when I was trying to crack down the box of personal discovery. I tried to crack it down. And at that stage, I didn't know how impactful that framework would be. But I'm telling you, the people who have gone through my my program and my program, and actually it is open access, so I have it on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
I have not even checked lately to see how many views it has. That specific one.
We are going to give you a link to that YouTube channel so you guys can go and watch.
That specific one, I've not checked to see how many views it has. But even people who have viewed it, they have come to me testifying how much it probed them to think, how much it helped them to realign.
Alignment is key,
how it helped them to wake up from the deep slumber they have been in. That's what I said, you mean people are appreciating it? Now, I came to realize that there are people who don't have time to watch the entire video of 43 minutes. I think it's about 43 minutes. There are those who don't have time to watch it. So I have proceeded to write a book about it. And that book right now is in the final stages of being edited and getting online on Amazon. I've called it 4W Framework.
Okay.
The first W is, where are you heading, first of all? You in your life.
The where.
Where are you heading in your life? Because you are busy walking.
But where are you headed?
You are very busy walking. Every day you leave home, you go and do something, you come back in the evening. Where is all that taking you? So we ask the question, in terms of the future, in terms of 15 years from now, where do you want to be? Where? The second is, what exactly do you want to be doing 15 years from now?
What do you want to be doing? So the first W is where.
Where do you want to be?
Do you want to be
15 years from now?
Okay.
The second W is, what do you want to be doing there?
Okay. Or what do you want to be doing there?
At that time, what will you be doing?
Okay.
For example, if you are the CEO, if you are the founder for this, if you are the manager for this. So what will you be doing at that time? The third W is, what exact skills do you need to do what you want to be doing at that stage?
What skill?
You need to have to be able to do what you're planning to be doing by then. And then the last one is, what exact trainings, fellowships, courses do you need to undertake to attain the skills that you have listed in number 3? That's the 4W framework.
Where do you want to be headed, or where are you headed? Then what do you want to be doing there? Then the other one is, what exact skill do you need to
be able to do what you've listed in number 2?
Then the last W
what
is,
exact fellowships, courses, trainings, YouTube channels, short courses you need to undertake to get the skill that you've listed in number 3.
So that is quite comprehensive, because it gives a whole picture of, like, almost from A to Z. And by the time I think someone goes through this, they already have like a whole picture. Because it's interesting
where they are heading and what they will be doing at that stage.
What skills.
And what skills they need to be able to do it. And what trainings or fellowships or short courses or conferences they need to undertake. Or certifications, because lately now the issue of certifications is coming through. You have to get certified and ABCD. What certifications they need for them to do that. Now, that in that framework, I used to think it is simple. It is not simple.
I can imagine it's not. Personal development is one of the most complex things, and it's so easy because most people think they are aware. Until you get.
That's true. That's true. There is one who came to me. Okay, first of all, after giving the task and After giving the assignment, this person disappeared from me.
So too much.
So I followed up. I said, hello, how far?
Yeah.
And then this person said, excuse me. I did not know how bad off I am doing.
Yeah.
When I looked at 15 years from now, I am going to be 58 years old.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I don't know exactly what I want to be doing. I don't know exactly what skills I need. Yeah. So, Abel, I feared for my life.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't recovered yet. I am telling you, one of the things now which I need to think very seriously is the mental health support I need to give.
That is such a powerful thing, because the mindset shift is everything.
I now need to get a therapist.
Yeah.
Because after they have gone through this personal discovery,
they need to.
They do not heal very easily. The second person, the one who came to me and told me, Abel, I am still thinking about what to type. I know what I want. Yeah. I have it in my brain. But I'm still thinking about typing it, putting it on paper.
Finding language for it.
I think just type it as it is, as you have it in your brain. It's
down.
A vision.
Yeah.
That's the second client. The third client told me, Abel, you're telling me to think 15 years from now. Am I God? Do I know where I am heading? Supposing God has better plans for me. And then he told me, you want me to even think about marital life, the social life, the family life. Yeah. But I have no gentleman to marry me, and you want me to think about how many children I will have 15 years from now. Yeah. Where I will be married. I don't know who is going to marry me. Yeah. I mean, where are you hurting in my life?
You are hurting the feelings of this lady, because
I said I'm not hurting your feelings, but this is an empty check. Let's assume God has given you a chance.
It's a blank check. Now you're writing.
Please dream.
Yeah. Dream as big as you want.
If you want a gentleman who is tall, who is brown, dream it and put it there. If you want to have 2 children, 3 children 15 years from now,
visualize it and write it.
This is your document between you and my coach. It is only me, and no one else is going to access that document.
Yes.
It's only you.
Yeah.
And after it is done, you're going to keep it on your email and keep referring to it, because I want you to implement the strategies you have put down for yourself.
Yeah. Just have a copy of it and
And I keep telling them, and this is the other challenge I want, which I've addressed in my book. Yeah. People comparing themselves to their friend. People comparing themselves to the classmate. Yeah. People comparing themselves to the cousin, brother, and cousin, sister.
To neighbors, to workmates.
Now that is the biggest problem I've found in Africa. And I'm going to be saying Africa because I have interfaced now with very many people from Africa.
But even beyond Africa,
but this biggest issue, this biggest issue of comparison and so forth is bad, and it's big in Africa. Let me give you an example of one of the mentees who came to me last month. Yeah. This mentee told me, Abel, okay, we did a personal discovery. Yes. This person was able to discover that from their passion and from their heart, what they need to do is to launch a project. Yeah. It's called a mobile health project in Rubaga. Okay. That was the plan. Yeah. And when we looked at what expertise they needed to launch that project, they had everything. Okay. I said we are good to go. Let's go and start the project in Rubaga. Yeah. And then after about 5 minutes of resting, and then this client got up and said, Abel, so are you saying I don't need to go for the master, but my colleagues are going for the masters. My colleagues are they have enrolled. I'm falling behind my colleagues. I said, who are those colleagues of yours?
Because they are going for
my
masters.
Classmates have enrolled for MA, they have enrolled for this, have enrolled for this. Yeah. I said, okay, this is your journey. Yeah. Let's first of all
focus on you.
Let's focus on you. Let's leave out the issues of my friends. That's not possible, because I was in the same class with them. I was in the same whatever with them. So they would be saying that I'm left behind.
Yeah. And you were like, what's happening?
Now that's a big issue. That's not a small issue.
Because we have very brilliant people on the continent, but because people are always looking at what the one is doing.
Now, in my talk today, if the only message I want to have people get is that the art of focusing on Abel and improving Abel and refining Abel and making Abel a better person is my key message. Yeah. Not the neighbor, not Abel being better than the classmate, the former classmate, not Abel being better than the workmate, not Abel being better than a neighbor, but Abel being better than the Abel of yesterday.
Yeah.
Now that is easily said, but we don't. But people don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
When we are doing personal discovery, when we come to the space of weaknesses, people don't want to critique their own weaknesses.
It's easier to blame, to be a victim. You know, people like the victim mentality of this one did this, but when they have to look inside, it's
when I say, first of all, let's wait.
Yeah.
What are your weaknesses?
Yeah, what are your weaknesses?
Let's see how we can address them. Say by next year, these weaknesses are turned into a strength.
Yeah.
Or these weaknesses are turned into an opportunity for you.
Yes.
Now people don't want to talk about that. And for me, I think that is the most missing link.
Yeah.
When you fear to talk about the weaknesses you have,
you cannot improve.
You can't improve.
Because you don't know where to work on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now for me, that is the niche I am in regarding personal discovery.
Yeah. And this fixes so much into like career, because so many people, you know, the interesting thing about it is that we spend most of our longest times in career.
Yeah.
When you think about it, you go through school, then almost all your productive years are in career. So you might as well just go for something that fits you, your strengths, your abilities, your passions. Otherwise, if you're not self-aware, you're not going to find out what that fits. And sometimes you might even be in a place and you just need to discover who you are to enjoy the place you're in. Because,
I think let me share another example which happened today.
Okay.
Today. This
one is current.
This is very current. So I got a client this morning.
Yeah.
This client works as one of the big companies, international companies in Uganda.
Okay.
So this client saw a call for fellowships. It is called the Government Analytics Fellowship by World Bank.
Okay.
This fellowship, they are supposed to fly to go to Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
And be there for the fellowship about, I think it's about 3 months, and then they come back.
Yeah.
But the criteria for this fellowship is that you must be working with the central government or its agencies.
Yes. In
so
this
like,
case, Uganda?
Yeah, but central government, like Ministry of Finance, Ministry of agencies like URA, Uganda Bureau of Statistics, Uganda National Bureau of Standards, and so forth. Those are the agencies.
Okay.
So this client, I said, tell me more.
Yeah.
And when she began talking, we realized the problem is actually, she told me, in my current role, I am bored. I do not, I don't know. So she has finished her master's.
Yeah, like she's not excited about
business administration with specialization in business analytics.
Yeah.
And she said, in my current role, I'm not excited what I'm doing. I just feel like I'm just wasting my time. So it feels like I just want to get something to keep me busy.
Yeah.
Now I said, okay, let's start from there.
Yeah.
So at that stage,
you had already realized the gap somewhere.
Yes. So at that stage, the issue is not even applying for this for now.
Yeah, it is them finding their passion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we had to first of all take step
Which
back.
Which is still part of personal discovery.
So we first took a step back.
Yeah.
So this guy said, okay.
Yeah.
So we went back. We spoke for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then we realized that. So this is what I told this client.
Yeah.
Step number 1, we are going to discover exactly a national priority or a national problem you want to focus your career moving forward.
Where do you want to spend most of your working years?
And then this client said, no, I just want to choose a project which I can easily win because for this World Bank, they have listed a list of projects on their website.
Okay.
So they want you to choose one of them. So this person said, I want to see which one I can easily win. I said, no, that's not the case. The starting point, we are going to see which one aligns with our passion and aligns with a national priority or national problem we want to solve for the next 50 years of our life.
Yes.
So when we are enrolling to this program, it is contributing to the big vision. So the starting point is discovering our passion, discovering a national burden you want to contribute to. And once this is clear, we see which project aligns with this. And once this is now clear, we can now go for this project because we know it speaks to the future.
To the future, yes.
I am doing it not for the sake, but I am doing it to catapult me in the next career journey I'm taking on. this mentee felt so happy because they had never thought about it this way.
Yeah, and that's alignment.
That's the alignment I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, that's the power of personal discovery.
Yes.
You don't just apply for something for the case.
Not because everyone is doing a PhD.
Because actually, you will finish it actually.
And then you'll feel empty, not fulfillment at all.
Thank you so much.
It's interesting how these things work. It's like reverse psychology, but it's actually not. It is before our own eyes.
Yeah.
And I think it's a constant chase if you're not sure where you're headed. But if you know where you want to go, then things are aligned, and even the opportunity is very exciting. Yeah. I'm so glad that you're helping all these individuals. And please, of course, we are going to link out the links to the YouTube channel and some of these things so you can watch. And also look out for the book, because now you get to see Mr. Abel. Yeah. And of course, we are going to put his LinkedIn account. Yeah. So you can, when the book is out, people can access these materials and tools. Yeah. And of course, for the webinars that are happening weekly on Thursdays. Yeah. Abel.
Yes.
You are doing a PhD.
Yeah.
How is it? You know, I've taken time to talk about, don't ask me about my PhD when you find me outside the confines, but here I am asking. Anyway, let's unpack that. So the PhD journey is very interesting in many ways. Yeah. But tell us about the work you're doing, how it is going, and also some of the challenges that you might want for people who are interested to come into this, but also maybe some of the opportunities that you have experienced. These are very many questions, but we'll untangle them as we go. So about your work in Cambridge.
Yeah, yes. So I am a third-year PhD student at the University of Cambridge. Okay. I am crossing to the final year, which is the fourth year next month. Oh, okay. So I'm in the Department of Veterinary Medicine. Yeah. I am working with the Associate Professor Andrew James Carl Conlan. Yeah. And he's a mathematical modeler. So that rings a bell to what I'm working on. Yes. So I am working on mathematical modeling for Rift Valley fever disease in Uganda. So in this project, we had about 4 objectives or sub-studies into it. Yeah. The first thing we did was to do a systematic review for diagnostic accuracies for Rift Valley fever since it was discovered in Kenya in 1931. Okay. So we were able to finish that bit. The second thing we did was to do a pilot study in Isingiro district, Uganda, on community-based reporting of abortions. That's from livestock. Yeah, the abortions could be by many pathogens. Okay. Our colleagues in northern Tanzania from University of Glasgow, they discovered 10 different pathogens, including brucellosis, including Chu fever, Campylobacter, and Rift Valley fever. Okay. But Rift Valley fever was the leading in northern Tanzania. So we built on their work, and then we added in social media engagement and stakeholders engagement to speak up or to start up the reporting of abortions at farm level. Abortions in the livestock. In the livestock. Yeah. Okay. So we did the cattle, sheep, and goats. Okay. Yeah. So that's the second. What were the methods here? Were they still machine learning and mathematical modeling? No, this was purely epidemiological investigation. Okay. Yeah. So it was a cross-sectional study. We followed up the farms for about 3 months, collected data. We picked samples from animals, took them to laboratory at the National Animal Disease Epidemiological Center at Ministry of Agriculture in Uganda. Okay. NADEC, we analyzed the samples. Yeah. We saw which ones were positive for Rift Valley fever, how many were positive for brucellosis. Yeah. So that's the second bit of my PhD. Yeah. And that paper is
already published? Or you have
it's under review, it's in the final stages.
Okay, well done.
That is under scientific reports, but the preprint is out. Okay. The preprint is
the systematic review is already out?
No, we haven't yet submitted the systematic review. Okay. One of the co-supervisors has had a bit of time, so he's still reading it. So we'll get it out once they finish reading it.
I like that response. It's very diplomatic.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because so we'll keep it there. Yes. They should say still reading it.
Okay, please.
So the third bit of my PhD now involved so on that when we were doing the pilot study, we added in a social science component. Okay. Using the implementation science approach through the capabilities, the opportunities, the motivation and behavior framework called the combo model to understand the facilitators and barriers for farmers reporting. What was making them to report?
And this data is also from Uganda? That is
purely Uganda. In Singiro, so we interviewed stakeholders, we interviewed them, we did focus group discussions. And it was exciting because we came to realize that the behavior of reporting among farmers, if it is to be sustained, is beyond having abortions at farm level, but there is need for inter-trained effort. Because if the abortions are happening at farm level and they report them, but if the veterinary doctors don't go to investigate them and pick out samples from them, they will stop reporting. Or if they go and pick samples from there and they don't bring the results to the farmers, which is a motivation for them to keep reporting, they will stop reporting.
Yes, yet we need the data from them.
Yet we need the data from them for us to detect the disease early. So it was a great finding. So that paper is now under review at PLOS Neglected Tropical Diseases. And the preprint is out, is available online. So the fourth bit, which is the main, I would say, the gist of the PhD. In that, even when I was applying for the PhD, is the one I wanted to focus my energy on. And so it has taken over the last close to, so far, 2 years plus of consistently working on it.
The result is that one.
That one. Now it is the cattle movement data. So we got data from Uganda. We wanted, first of all, to build a statistical model using the traditional methods.
By traditional, you mean like starter?
No, those are programming languages. But we wanted to use, like, for example, the generalized linear mixed methods models, the exponential random graph models, the negative binomial generalized linear mixed models, the competing destination models. So those are really traditional statistical methods which have been used in the past to study and understand data sets, which complement like the emerging ones, like the machine learning and other.
It's interesting because I'm in machine learning, and when I hear some of these, it's like new technology. I'm like, there is so much.
They're not really new, they have been there. So it is you which is coming, which is the new kid on the block.
I am ahead of this.
No, this is the latest. You know, these are the new kids that have just come.
The principles.
So these ones have been there. They have been there for years and years.
I am learning something today.
So we began by because this data is for cattle movements, which animals are moved from one location to the other, like one district to another district. So we wanted to get a statistical model which can understand and capture the cattle movements network very well in Uganda. This is not the first stage. Some colleagues had already analyzed the cattle movements in Uganda, like, for example, Hasasha et al., Gordon et al., and very recently, Nkamwesiga. He published his work in April. So they described it. They analyzed that data set for the cattle movement. They showed how interconnected it is and how the spread of the disease can easily be done with that. So what we wanted to add on that layer is to get a statistical model which can study that network pattern and predict it well. Now that's an addition.
Predicting the network pattern, right?
Yes. So that's an addition that we were adding on.
Onto the layer of the already done work.
Yes. So because I'll keep emphasizing the bit which we are adding on.
Of course.
So that a model which can predict the cattle movement network hadn't been thoroughly studied, and so that's what we are adding on. So we're able to we began with exponential random graph models. It predicts presence of a disease, a presence of a connection between two locations. It did a good job, but it only predicts a small network or a small amount of movements. It only goes up to a maximum of 690. And our data set was for 3 years, so it had 18,090
that's a rich
connections.
Data set.
It is. So that model did not progress. That's the exponential random graph model. So in terms of publication, we will not front so much of that, but in the thesis, we will describe that story. So we proceeded with negative binomial generalized linear mixed models. It tried and it outperformed the exponential random graph models because it is known for modeling over dispersed data set, like which has out of zeros. So, but we had statistical parameters for which could help us gauge if the model is capturing the network structure very well or not.
Yeah.
Some of them like in degree, showing the animals coming in, the out degree, the number of triangles capturing the network.
Okay.
So we had those statistical measures, we had 13 of them.
Okay.
We are looking for a model which can capture at least 9
of those.
Because we
patterns,
wanted to discuss, I want to discuss them in the transmission models later on.
Yeah.
So this one, the negative binomial only captured 6 out of the 13. We said, okay, we can try better, we can try another approach, we can improve it.
Yeah.
So we progress to the generalized linear mixed models.
Okay.
Which for it has it brings two models in one.
Okay.
It models the 0 inflated models and then the counting models in one model.
Okay.
So the 0 inflated models, they just model probability of any movement, any cattle moving. And then the counting model predicts the number of cattle moved.
Okay.
And so it did a good job. It was able to capture 12 out of the 13 parameters that we're interested in. We said, okay, that's good enough. We can settle with this one here and progress to the next thing.
Yeah.
So the next thing now is that since we had got the model which can study the cattle movement network very well, we now wanted it to predict the cattle structure, the cattle movements, which it did. We now get the predicted cattle movement for Uganda, and we plug it into the transmission model, which is the mechanistic model for Rift Valley fever. Now, remember, at first, it took me about 1 full year and 7 months.
To conceptualize.
Struggling with the cattle movement data itself. Because it had a lot of zeros. It was 93% zeros. And you couldn't know whether the zeros are absence of cattle movement or the responsible authorities did not capture movement at that stage. Data well. So we have now progressed beyond the statistical models, and now where we are, we have now built a mechanistic model and plugged in the simulated movement network from the cattle movements into the mechanistic model to be able to predict. So within this model, we have built susceptible, the exposed, the infectious, and then the recovery compartments. And what we have added in 3 very interesting things, which is our addition now, because the SEIR model had been done by our colleague like Metras in 2017. He did that for France on the same disease. Our colleague from Rift Valley fever. Our colleague from University of Edinburgh is called Tijani Sulaimani. Did the same for his PhD at Edinburgh for Northern Tanzania, but he did it for vaccination.
He got the data from Northern Tanzania.
Yeah, but he did it for vaccination.
So this is a very prevalent condition in Northern Tanzania.
It is. And actually in Northern Tanzania, in Kenya, they have declared it as an endemic disease, meaning it is always circulating. It's only in Uganda where the government is saying, no, the disease is not really a big problem. It is not always circulating. So as part of my PhD, I'm contributing evidence to demonstrate it is actively circulating. It is always there. I'm going to talk about it briefly. So these models, SEIR model for predicting Rift Valley fever is not new. Metras had done that in 2017. Sulaimani did it in 2000. Metras did it for France.
Sulaimani for Edinburgh.
He's registered for his PhD in Edinburgh, but he did it for Northern Tanzania. And then Tarat Warren did it for Madagascar, the islands of Madagascar, but the same disease. So what we are adding in on is this one here. We are modeling and adding in the community-based surveillance program, which we piloted in Objective 2. And we are adding in the farmers reporting in this model. And we are saying that if farmers have detected abortion at farm level, and they have reported it, and we have come to pick samples from the farm level, we have given in a time lag of about 7 days for confirming and detecting the disease. Now the issue of testing brings in the Objective 1, which was the systematic review on diagnostic test accuracies, which gave us the sensitivity and specificity of the diagnostic tools available. So we are modeling it in the model here on the detection of this disease. And once it is detected, we can now be able to institute cattle movement ban. So you see, we are now bringing the cattle movement angle into the model now. And so what we're interested in to see is First of all, by introducing cattle abortion surveillance in Uganda, how easy is it for us to detect the circulating disease?
Yeah.
And our model has shown that if we institute cattle movement in Uganda, in the whole country, we are able to detect the disease within 5 days.
Okay.
But currently, when there is no cattle abortion surveillance, it takes us up to about 43 days for us to detect Rift Valley fever.
Yeah, which is a whole lot of time.
So it's a whole lot of time, and animals die, and humans lose lives.
Yeah.
So you see that
and
the
economies suffer.
exactly,
so that,
and tourism.
Yeah.
So you realize that the issue of abortion surveillance has benefits because we're able to detect the disease, and not only Rift Valley fever, we're able to detect other diseases which are happening at farm level as well.
Okay.
Because in our work, we discovered brucellosis as well. So in our model, we have factored in ongoing abortions by other diseases as well.
Okay.
Because even in northern Tanzania, Thomas et al., they discovered 10 pathogens. So it would be mean if we're only modeling abortions due to Rift Valley fever alone. So we are factoring in these other pathogens as well. So the benefits of us instituting the abortion surveillance, we're able to detect the disease within 5 days.
A short time.
In a short time than the 43 days, which is currently going on. The other benefits we are also bringing...
And this allows for targeted interventions.
Exactly. And the other benefit we are seeing is that if we put animal movement ban through our cattle movement network we have built, we're able to see that we are able to restrict up to 65.4% introduction of new disease in the new location.
Okay.
And so
when you talk about the ban, so you're, in other words, like stopping
cattle movement
from outside of Uganda or even just internationally.
So what we have suggested is that supposing farmers have reported that there is the abortions happening in Arua district in West Nile, and we have picked samples from West Nile, and we have taken 7 days, we have confirmed there's Rift Valley fever there. We can stop animal movements from that area to a new area. That is currently being done. That's the current
this
practice.
This one actually taps into policy.
Exactly.
Like it is, because I was looking at the link between the work and the actual policy on ground. Okay.
That is currently being done.
Okay.
What we are adding in is the early detection of circulating Rift Valley fever.
Okay.
So I was telling you that the ministry thinks that the Rift Valley fever is not a burden in Uganda, and therefore it is not common. So there is not a lot of effort in that direction,
But
this is a disease which we have lived with for the last 9 years, because it was first confirmed in Uganda in 2016.
Okay.
In Kabale. And so there has been no efforts to do a nationwide surveillance to understand how big the burden is. So there are some evidence that comes from such studies like we do, and they actually demonstrate that actually there is circulating Rift Valley fever. For example, in 2023, Luke Nyakahoruka did a very nice study in about 17 districts in Uganda. And there was circulating Rift Valley fever, I think up to around 13% prevalence. Leave that. There's another which just came out 2 months ago by Arinite Ujin, who works with the Ministry of Agriculture at NADEC in Uganda. And his work, he has 2 papers he just came out within a space of one month. He's doing a PhD on Rift Valley fever with Professor Joseph Erume in Makerere University College of Veterinary Medicine. So he was able to publish and show that in the space of the last 9 years, we have been having Rift Valley fever circulating in the whole country at prevalence of 22% in the whole country. So in other words, we shouldn't be shying away that there's no Rift Valley fever in Uganda.
It is a problem, it's a challenge.
His follow-up paper showed that they followed up the Rift Valley fever for 4 years in 4 districts. And the prevalence of Rift Valley fever was up to 33%. Now that informed how we should simulate our model. We said, should we simulate this model as an epidemic, like a new disease in Uganda, or an ongoing disease in Uganda? We chose to simulate it as an ongoing disease in Uganda, an endemic disease in Uganda.
Yes, because the prevalence is still...
It's very high, meaning that the cattle and even the humans have confirmed disease in animals and humans. And actually in humans also, our colleague Zach Anyamwine, who is based at Uganda Virus Research Institute, who is contributing to human clinical trials for Rift Valley fever, has demonstrated there's circulating Rift Valley fever in humans as well. To shock you that just last month,
Yeah.
we had one person die of Rift Valley fever in a Misindwa district. That person was working in an abattoir.
Okay.
So that person died of Rift Valley fever. So it's circulating in humans as well. People are dying.
So that is a risk right there.
It is a risk,
Yeah.
and so that's why
you come in.
That's where I come
in. Yeah.
And when you're doing this work and you see that it's saturating, it's being confirmed.
Yeah.
There are papers which are confirming it. There are people who are dying. You're like, okay, what I'm doing is important, and we should take action
Now, not later.
Yeah. So in brief, that's what my PhD is all about. And so because of that, we are trying to do final stages of finalizing up the model, trying to do sensitivity analysis on these parameters we have used for us to be really concrete and be very firm on ground on on the assumptions we are making regarding the estimates on the dates, on the days we are taking to detect the disease, but also how much the stopping of animal movements to new area is saving us. Yeah, so we are trying to do final bits, and we think that by December that final bits should be done.
Yeah.
Alongside that, I have begun writing the thesis.
Okay.
Now I should tell you that I had to enter into
That is such progress. First of all, I'm still processing whatever information. I'm like, okay, I thought I was doing quite of complex things, but not really complex, but oh my. If you guys saw me, I was like, okay, so this is one person doing all this work, but let's carry on. You're writing the thesis. It's not beauty about these discussions that we are having. Is people get to know what you are doing, and if someone is interested, they can reach out and partner with you, or you can, it's so many things, but
I agree, totally agree. So let me share with the story. So what around May this year?
Yeah.
No. This is 2025. So about May last year.
Okay.
My supervisor told me, Abel, whichever paper we submit to the journal, begin arranging it, and we have a thesis chapter. Begin rearranging it into a thesis chapter.
I think that's a brilliant move.
Yeah. Now I was not doing it.
Of course, we are always thinking we have our way around these things until it catches up with you.
Now, but a colleague of mine did his pre-viva about 2 weeks ago.
For someone who's wondering, a viva is like a defense.
Yeah, he did a pre-viva. His actual defense is slated for 13th of September.
Okay.
A colleague of mine is called Mark also, is from Ghana.
Yeah.
So he's doing modeling for meningitis. Yeah, we are with him in the same department.
Okay.
So I asked him, what did you use for writing your thesis?
Yeah.
And for him, he's from the math background because he did the Bachelor's of Science in Mathematics in Ghana.
Yeah.
He went to do his
Actually,
master's.
we are in Ghana right now, they're recording this. Yeah.
So he went to do his master's with the AIMS in South Africa.
Okay.
So he's really from the math background.
Yes.
Me, I came from the public health background.
Yeah.
So I asked him, how did you write your thesis? He told me I use LaTeX for me to write my thesis. Now, LaTeX.
Tell me about LaTeX.
LaTeX is kind of like a software.
Okay.
It's like the programming software that you're using in R and Python.
Okay, because I use a lot of R myself.
Yeah, I also use R.
Okay.
Now, this LaTeX, it is highly advised and recommended for that you should use LaTeX if your work involves a lot of mathematics, a lot of symbols, a lot of equations, because it was made specifically
for that kind of
for mathematical equation, formulae, symbols. Now my supervisor is a mathematician and is a physicist.
Yeah.
So Mark told me, because for me, I had begun already compiling my work in the Word document, the thesis.
Yeah.
That was about May. No, June. No, this year.
Okay.
He told me to do in May the other year.
You did not.
I did not. I began doing some work around January. Then
I like this transparency. I think every PhD student somewhere relates to this.
Around April, May, I went to Uganda because we got additional funding.
Yeah.
So I went to Uganda to collect more, to analyze, because when we did year 1 pilot study in Singiro, we picked 2 types of data sets. We picked the blood from animals.
Yeah.
We also picked vaginal swabs from animals which recently aborted.
Okay.
Those were supposed to help us to do a PCR.
Yeah.
That one would help us to confirm that it is true the virus is circulating.
It's circulating, yeah.
The blood, we are going to screen it using ELISA kits.
Okay.
Which will help us to show these animals have ever been exposed to this disease.
Yeah.
So because of the budget constraint, we first did the ELISA bit, which was easy for us to do, and we did that, and that's a paper which is online.
Yes.
Then we got more funding 1 year, 2 years later.
Yeah.
So in April this year, I came back to Uganda to do the vaginal swab at now Uganda Virus Research Institute.
Yeah.
Now my deliverable there, I was supposed to now begin writing the introduction of my thesis, of the entire thesis.
Yeah.
They told me, my supervisor told me, I know we'll come to revisit it once we have finished all the experiments. We will need to revisit it because we shall need to introduce whatever findings we have got in the various chapters. Told me we'll come to it, but for now you draft it, you analyze the data and analyze the literature and begin honing exactly what your work is contributing to in the body of knowledge, the new body of knowledge. So now that's when I began putting together the entire thesis, because I began working on the introduction. I didn't finish it. I got literature matrix. I began reading studies. I put what I found, because my main point of argument is Rift Valley fever endemic or is Rift Valley fever epidemic. My supervisor wants me to hone that area very well, and because they are varying,
like your point of discussion.
Because they are varying views about it. They are nice scholars on the African continent, and they don't agree on that very point. So my supervisor told me, please get into that space, read what is available, and also make your position clear on that area. What are you saying?
What are you saying?
Moving forward. You are now an authority. You're becoming an authority in Rift Valley fever.
An expert
in this area of Rift Valley fever. So what are you saying about in the midst of Rift Valley fever? Now that's where I've honed now. So at that time I began now writing the story bit. But I was using Word document. So in May around June, Marka told me, Abel, may I use LaTeX? My supervisor wanted me to use LaTeX. So I advise you to first have a conversation with your supervisor
and see
which one you're going to use. Because him being a mathematician, he's likely to prefer LaTeX. So in the supervision meeting in around July. So I went to him and I said, by the way, Andrew, as I plan for my thesis writing, which I'm beginning to do, are we going to use Word or are we going to use LaTeX? The man first of all laughed, he first smiled, he passed around, he explained many things. He told me, I know what is good, I don't want to tell you what is right, but I don't know how much mathematics you want to do post the PhD. I don't know, I don't complicate your life. I already know the answer. I already knew the answer he was talking about.
I'm like, at this point, with all these very many words, it's leading to one response.
LaTeX. So he told me, let's do that. He told me, I don't know, you will decide for yourself. But I know, because he's a British, so I know how he communicates. So I knew he wants LaTeX. So I told him I'm going to do LaTeX. He told me, all the best. Good luck. So the next meeting, I told him I've downloaded LaTeX and I've begun reading through LaTeX. He told me, good. Keep it up. But I'm telling you that this has been a very steep learning curve.
It is steep. The entire PhD journey.
Beyond the things which were new, now I came and landed into LaTeX area, which is full of equations, mathematics, and a new coding line. But I said, let me go for it. But I'm enjoying it. It's very nice.
It's challenging you, I think, in a positive way.
It's very nice because of the way it formats my PhD chapters and thesis. Right now I have finished 4 chapters are in.
Well,
and I like the way it formats it, and it looks very nice, and it looks very organized. So actually I'm now saying in all of my next papers, including the paper on modeling, because we are planning to lump all the cattle movement data and the efforts we did for like 2 years. Those 3 models and even the transmission model we're working on with Rift Valley fever, we are lumping it into one paper.
It's going to be a very comprehensive one.
Right, he told me begin writing this entire story because we may forget where we began from. So I've been writing it, and I think I'm now about 38 pages of the manuscript now without references. Of course, I know we'll have to remove some. Shall put some in the appendix. We'll have to put some. We'll be silent about them, and we maybe communicate the model which worked, the statistical model which worked, and how it informed the transmission model for Rift Valley fever, and the conclusions we are making regarding the detection time for Rift Valley fever, and then the new disease introduction in new locations because of cattle movements. So that's where I am. I am writing the thesis. We are trying to do we are still tying up the model very well.
Yeah.
But also, I also know that as the writing is going on, then I will be back and forth, process of refining and refining and refining. So the plan for submission is is on 21st of August 2026. That's the plan.
Okay.
And the defense.
I like this vision because even having the actual date, 21st August.
Yeah,
we want proper planning.
We want to have enough time to refine it, make it better, cite papers very well,
presentable,
make
digestible.
it presentable, digestible.
Yeah.
I should be able to understand it myself because the defense at Cambridge is not public.
Okay, yeah, it's you, your supervisor,
it's two people. So it's me, the intern examiner, who is going to be a Cambridge professor, and then an external examiner. So we are three. Okay. And we discussed for 2 hours.
Is the supervisor not part of that?
No.
Okay, so it's basically
he's communicated through the outcome of the Viper.
After you, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so I need to understand whatever I have been doing, why have I been doing it? Why did I choose this method? Why did I leave the other ones? How did I do it? And why did I do it? Okay. Yeah.
Wow, Abel, wow.
But I think something I want to connect there is this journey has not been smooth.
And this just coming to that other question of all of this.
That journey has
where has it left your mental health?
That journey has not been smooth. Because because at the start of the PhD, we had a question that I wanted to answer. Yes. That question disappeared so many months ago, so many years ago. It disappeared.
You've taken a detour.
We went
on the other side, yes.
So, Cambridge, we have weekly meetings with my direct supervisor. Yeah. And we have monthly meetings with an advisor. This advisor is like a more senior person than your supervisor. Okay. So he's supposed to have an eagle eye of where you're heading.
A bad view.
A bad view.
Yeah.
So it's me who is supposed to arrange those meetings with my advisor. Yeah. And those meetings, I'm supposed to present the progress I'm making since they last met me last month. Yeah. So I remember in meetings, and my supervisor would tell me, present your work to us. Because in that meeting, we are three. Yeah. Me, the advisor, and the supervisor. Okay. So I would explain, and I'm explaining things that I came with from Uganda. And the supervisor says, no, that's where we began from. But we left that part. We are now investigating ABC. Meaning I'm lost.
This is the reality. Sometimes...
meaning I am lost with it. Because I'm describing what for me I thought we are working on. And he says, no, we have taken a detour. This is a new one. Yeah. Fine, I tried to pick that up. Yeah. Then there's a time, I think it was around November 2023 to December 2023. Yeah. I totally got lost from what I was doing. So I went to him, my supervisor, and told him, I am doing this, but why am I doing this? Yeah. Yeah. He told me, for you, do it. I told him, yeah, you've told me to do it. I should go and investigate this. I have got the findings.
But why?
We have discussed them. I don't know why I'm doing them. Yeah. He told me, no, you do it. You shall discover.
We shall put the pieces together
shall
later.
Discover why you are doing it later. So we proceeded doing things I was not understanding. Yeah. For about, I think, 3 months. Yeah. In February. Of
this year?
No, 2024.
Okay, yeah.
In February, I remember very well. Yeah. When I used the statistical model. Okay. And I used this to predict the cattle movement network. And I had the original cattle movement. Yeah. And the predicted cattle movement, and I put them on the same layer like this. Yeah. I now understood why I was struggling, why we were doing whatever we were doing.
It's
he told me this is what we wanted.
A light bulb moment.
Yeah, he told me that this is exactly what we wanted to do, to see whether this model can predict this one to resemble like this one. Yeah. This is what we wanted to see.
And we've seen it.
And we have seen it has not done a good job.
Okay.
Let's proceed now. But I had now understood what we are looking for. We are looking for a model.
But it's a bit about science, that even I know is a result.
Yes. But now I had known that what you are looking for is now a model which will predict this one to resemble exactly like this one here. Then time came for me to know it's beyond just looking like this. Yeah. Because there are some statistical features behind this network you're seeing that should make us to be very confident or that should move on. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing, and that's what I am doing, but I'm enjoying the PhD. Yeah, I'm enjoying the PhD. Because by the time I came to begin the PhD, the key skill I wanted to get grounded in is mathematical modeling and predicting diseases and quantifying the benefits or the impact
of
and whatever I was doing. And that has worked. To show you it has worked, I have just finished a very nice mathematical modeling project with Ministry of Health in Uganda.
Okay.
That model, we were quantifying the benefits of government taking action on time.
Okay.
So we use the 3 diseases.
Like timely action.
Timely action.
Yeah.
So it's called the 717 framework. We should take 7 days to detect any disease in Uganda.
Okay.
We should take 1 day to notify.
By any disease, you mean any disease or just in livestock?
All disease, any disease. The World Health Organization requirement is that we should have surveillance systems in place for us to detect any disease in Uganda.
On time.
Either in humans, either in cattle, either in birds, either in plants. We should be able to detect the disease early. Within 7 days.
Yeah, because early detection almost serves like early interventions.
Exactly, early interventions.
Yeah.
So we should, after detecting, we should have 1 day to notify the authorities, either WHO or the ministry officials also. Yeah. And then we should take 70 days to institute a response or take action. Yeah. Now that's the 717 framework. Okay. So I was a lead modeler on this project. Okay. It was a 1-year project. It was housed at IDI. Okay.
IDI Makerere.
IDI, that is Infectious Disease Institute. Yeah. But the project was funded to Ministry of Health Uganda with Dr. Ario Alex as our principal investigator. So I was the lead model on that project, and I used R, the whole of it. Okay. So we used this. We are looking at 3 diseases. We looked at Ebola, we looked at measles, we looked at anthrax. Okay. We wanted to see what are the benefits of government taking action on time. Yeah. We used the 3 matrices. Yeah. Number of infections that we will save or that we will avert. Okay. Number of deaths that we will avert if we took action on time, and the costs, the amount of money we will save. Oh, you save, yeah. Yeah, if we took action on time or if we delayed. Okay. And we just finished that project, and it was really lovely because the ministry officials, they were very happy about it. They gave us feedback on some of the areas which we needed to refine, which I did refine, and the report is now completed. Okay. Now that's my joy because I've been able to use the Cambridge skills to answer a government of Uganda and the Ministry of Health burden and problem, and we're able to quantify that. And now we are using that evidence to advocate for institutionalization and roll out of the 717 framework in Uganda. In Uganda, yeah. The other project I was able to do in Uganda where I work with the Office of the President. Yeah, the Secretary, the ICI? That is Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat. Yeah. I was able to build a simple random forest model using the machine learning approach.
Now you're bringing me on board.
So I was able to build a simple model using the previous, I trained it using the previous disease outbreaks under Ministry of Health, which the outbreaks it has been having for the last 15 years.
Including the COVID.
The COVID and so forth, the measles and so forth. Yeah. I was able to train it on that model, and it was able to try to quantify the likely disease burden we will have by 2030, 5 years from now. Yeah. So that was very useful for government, for them to know where to allocate resources for drug development, because we give resources for drug development, we have to allocate resources for vaccine development, we have to allocate resources for diagnostics development, such that by the time those diseases come 5 years from now, we are ready. We are ready. Yeah. If not, we have our tools are almost ready, such that we can use locally available tools for detecting and for screening. That has been done in the past. Okay. Professor Joloba Moses, who is the former dean for School of Medical Sciences, he innovated the PCR kit for COVID-19, which we have used for testing people in Uganda. Yeah. And that kit was able to slash the costs of PCR testing during COVID-19 and up to now from $65 to $18 for the last 5 years. Yeah. And so we want to be able to work with such mechanism. And that paper was published recently in New Vision, I think 2 weeks ago. Okay. There is a newspaper which it was titled clarifying the status of Science, Technology and Innovation Secretariat. Earlier on, there was researchers lobbying that we should have a ministry for science, technology and innovations in Uganda. So we are clarifying that actually we already have that entity there.
There is a secretariat.
It is available and it's doing the work of the ministry. But now it's under the office of the president. So I am happy that I was able to build this simple random forest model to predict the disease burden for Uganda in the next 5 years. And to inform the government's efforts and where to put the resources. I was happy because the ministry officials listened to it and they appreciated it so much.
They received it well.
Received it well. To the extent that this financial year, they have allocated that vote, or they have allocated my line, 75 million Ugandan shillings for me to organize a mathematical modeling hackathon with the leading modelers in Uganda. So we have some from Makerere, Gulu, Chambogo, Bositema and Kabale. We are going to be in the same room and we studied this forest model which I built and we see how we can make it more robust and then we can now continue using it for predicting the future pandemics and the future epidemics to inform vaccine development, drug development and then the testing kits development. One of the weaknesses in that specific model is that I built it only on outbreak data. So I missed data on, say, malaria, which is always available and it's always endemic. I missed that on TB. I missed that on cancers. I missed that on all communicable, like diabetes or non-communicable diseases. They were not factored in the model. So moving forward, that's what I envisioned.
We're going to incorporate those
and make the model robust. Because as for now, it was predicting only outbreak diseases. Like the Ebola, like the Marburg, like the Rift Valley fever. But not it's missing out the ones we normally have, the TB, the malaria.
Which are common in Uganda.
Which are common in Uganda, and we cannot put a blind eye in terms of how the burden will be 5 years from now. We need to quantify that, and we need to plan for it in terms of developing kits, developing drugs, developing vaccines for them as well. So I am happy that the skill I am learning at Cambridge, I am applying it in Uganda in real time.
We're not waiting for decades later.
That is my fulfillment, because by the time I went for the PhD in Cambridge, that was the area I was really lacking. And I discovered that was a big problem on COVID-19 response. Because in the COVID-19 response, I was part of currently Honorable Dr. Monica Musenero's team.
The rapid response team.
We were under State House under the Presidential Scientific Initiative on Epidemics. And the president needed evidence on what should he do next? What should he do next? Where is the country going? What should we do?
What needs to be done?
And my work was to bring together the epidemiologists in the whole country. So I would bring all the leading epidemiologists that you know in the country. We would sit in the same room. We would have Zoom meetings. We would brainstorm. And then we would take the epidemiological advice to the minister. And then the minister would synthesize and take the president.
To the president,
Because she was a senior presidential advisor on epidemics by that time.
I think she still is.
She is, yes, that's true. Now, the challenge is that even with these epidemiologists, as they were coming together, we had scarce. There was no one who is able to build these mathematical models and mechanistic models to envision the future. And that's what the president wanted. So I said, this is a skill that we urgently need because we will keep having outbreaks and outbreaks and outbreaks.
And we can't keep outsourcing.
And we can't keep outsourcing because we're outsourcing into two places. We are looking for World Health Organization to guide us and advise us. And then the US Center for Disease Control and Prevention.
The CDC,
we had to wait for those ones. So I said, moving forward, we need to build the capacity locally for me able to do that. So for me, I am really happy that my skills are being used. And it's very nice because when the Minister of Health had that I've enrolled for my PhD at Cambridge to do mathematical modeling, Dr. Ario Alex reached out to me for me to coordinate a mathematical modeling short course under Ministry of Health, specifically Uganda National Institute of Public Health, which is funded by the Gates Foundation. aimed at building modeling capacity for female modelers.
Okay.
So it's
so females hearing this, I hope you're taking notes of all these things he's mentioning.
So it's a 3-year grant.
Yeah.
It's running in 3 countries. That's Uganda, Kenya, and Rwanda.
Okay.
And so I was taken on as the training coordinator for this short course for Uganda.
Okay.
And that really made me to think and how to apply the modeling skills I'm learning at Cambridge to begin use real time and begin using it in Uganda.
Okay. You said it's 3 years and it's still running. And what is the enrollment process in case someone is watching? And
so the target is to have female modelers increased in the continent.
Yeah.
And so we put in the budget and in the plan to have 72 modelers trained in the space of 3 years.
Okay.
So meaning each country, the 3 countries, they are given 24 each country slots.
Yeah.
And so each year we enroll 8.
Okay. For the 3 years.
For the 3 years.
Okay,
and we train them for 6 months.
Okay.
So we train them on the modeling capacity for 2 months.
Yeah.
And then we attach them to various departments in the Ministry of Health for them to apply the competence and the skills, but also to use the data from those departments to answer the questions within those departments in modeling.
Yeah.
We follow on with a monthly journal club that runs every Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the month from 1 to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy to be the one coordinating that. I'm happy to be the one championing that.
Yeah.
It's really heartwarming to see how many younger people are learning and they are
interested.
They are enjoying.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to see how collaborators come and they want to present in the journal club.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you.
Tell me.
I formed my own research group called IDEMU Mathematical Modeling Unit.
IDEMU.
That the main aim was to have a framework where I can build capacity in mathematical modeling.
Okay.
So this unit is based at Makerere University School of Public Health in the Department of Epidemiology and Biostatistics.
Okay.
And I'm the director for this research unit.
But you're doing groundbreaking research. This is when there is that silent joke of people doing groundbreaking research in there. No, but this is amazing.
It's amazing to see various universities across the world come together. Me and we are doing this together.
Yes.
Like now for this journal club, we now have presenters from Oxford who come and present to us. We have from University of Maryland, the US, come and present to us because like now the one from Maryland, she was in Uganda for her husband works in Uganda, so she had come to visit Uganda. And as she was reading online, she saw a modeling unit in Uganda. So she reached out if we would be happy for her to listen into the journal club that we have, but also for her to present part of her work she does in Maryland, in the journal club. That was really, really heartwarming. What about last week? No, this very week actually. This very week. The PI, who is Dr. Alex Arrio, was in a meeting in Senegal, in Dakar, and he met one of the World Health Organization modelers in Senegal. And he told them how we are having a modeling team that meet on a monthly basis. They wanted to be part of the journal club. So we have set out a meeting on the 3rd of September this very year. We are having the initial call, and they will be joining our journal club for September. Okay. For me, that is really, really heartwarming, and it's a dream come true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Abe.
Yeah.
Now, wow. Abe, there is so much work you're doing. I'm very sure we are going to have you in another call.
That's okay.
It's like I cannot exhaust everything I wanted us to discuss because there is so much information. But then one of the things that stood out for me with everything, and also what I know about you and your profile, is you're targeting to reach 1 million professionals by 2030. And this is through mentorship, capacity building, and refining them. So just speak more into that and how that journey looks like, because that's a big vision, and it speaks into some of the work we are talking about, careers, mentorships.
I'm living my purpose in life. My purpose in life is if I can help other people discover themselves and they become successful, I am good. So far, through the weekly webinars that we do, through the weekly webinars, and even those the one who come to me, I have so far reached 957 people as of yesterday. And
that's a good number.
And I am looking forward to growing that. I didn't tell you something.
Okay.
When I was enrolling for my PhD at Cambridge, on the first day I went to Cambridge, that was on 11th of October 2022. A week earlier, I had sent my supervisor my vision at Cambridge.
Okay.
I had whatever you hear
had
me,
already talked about,
whatever you hear me listing.
I
had visualized it in my life at Cambridge.
At Cambridge,
So I had a plan.
So right now you're living some of those visions.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
That's amazing.
I had a vision mentoring up to 1,000 younger people before I finished the PhD.
Yeah, we're already almost hitting that number now. You say 950?
57.
57.
And I'm looking forward. My target was 1,000. So my dream is if I can be able to continue impacting and helping more people discover themselves and they become more successful. And my vision, which I have put together, which is keeping me motivated, which is keeping me going, which is making me to burn night candles, is to have 1 million people reached by 2030. So those are 5 years from now. 5 years from now,
You know, so those days when we talk about 2030, it used to sound so far, but it's actually 5 years.
So I discovered that that's a very short time. I have a short time to go. And that's how the issue of the YouTube comes in. And it was really amazing because the YouTube alone, the YouTube views alone, has now hit, I think, 43,900 views. So for me, that's really, really groundbreaking. I've not ended there. I now created an app, an application, which I've called SCCM app. That app, it was amazing the other day when I went there to see how many views, how many visits are coming from across the globe. I'm like, okay, this is really good. But I'm like, that's not enough. So I have now dived into a space of writing books.
That you target more.
Because I can reach more people. So, like, for example, the one I have written this week is called Mastering CV Writing, a handbook for teachers and students. Now, what made me to come out this show with the CV writing? There is a big problem on CV writing. I mean, we could spend some time there. There is a big problem. I'm happy to come back next time to talk about that. There is a big problem on CV writing. I'm telling you. So I have written it because I have a YouTube channel, 2 YouTube channels on CV writing.
2 YouTube videos.
It has up to I think close to maybe 2,000 views. But the problem is big. Recently, I was involved in an exercise where I was able to look at applications for very many people across the African continent. Up to 850 applications from the African continent. And there is a problem. The write-up, in the content? Yes, the CV. The write-up, the presentation. The country which was doing well on the CV writing as per the applicants was one country.
Which one is that?
Nigeria.
Okay.
Followed by another country.
Nigerians are very business people.
Followed by another country, and that is Ghana.
Okay, so Nigeria and Ghana are doing good in
CV writing and marketing themselves. And making themselves.
I think as Africans, we need to learn how to sell ourselves. Let me tell you something briefly. You know, in Uganda, for example, when you're working in the lab, we do like, you were talking about PCRs, DNA extractions, and all of that. When you look at, let's say, a CV from someone from, let's say, the diaspora, like UK, US, how they talk about this particular one component.
They have around 5 bullets there.
About it.
5 bullets under each.
And meanwhile, for you, you're Ugandan, you know how to do the DNA analysis. You don't even include it anywhere in the CV.
This is nothing.
And this is where we are saying, learn to speak about yourself, because who else is going? And he has done it very well, because every time I was listening to him, I was like, one thing I'm learning from you from this is how you communicate the work you're doing. And I tell you that you've done it so exceptionally well. I think we need to learn to speak openly about what we do and with passion. So
out of the 55 African countries, there's a problem on CV writing and personal branding
expression
and personal expression. So I have written this book called Mastering the CV, a handbook for teachers and students. My dream and my wish is if it can reach many people. And if it can reach I'm very clear. If it can reach many African younger people, if it can reach many African professionals, my heart will be at peace. I'll be at peace. Even if it only transforms one person's CV.
It will have done its
It will have done its role.
Job,
actually, in my forward book, I didn't tell you the books I've written so far.
There are quite a number.
So far, there are like,
how many are there?
So far, there are 4.
I only
Now, the first one is called Rise,
Yeah.
the rules for resilience. Now, that's my biography book.
Okay.
I narrate how I have maneuvered life and how I have struggled since I was born to date.
Okay.
I am in that book. My main message is to demonstrate for a younger child who is in Africa, who is about to give up, who thinks that it is not possible to make it, to come out from the trash or from the shambas. This book is to show them it is possible.
Okay.
I demonstrate how I began supporting myself at the age of 9 years up to today.
Okay.
And how I have been supported by a community of people across.
It takes a village.
This is a real village. In that book. In that book. And I know many others who
have a similar story.
But also I know when in my book there are some whom I have not even mentioned. But I tried to name some. I tried to name some. That's the first book.
But you cannot exhaust.
I can't exhaust.
It's impossible.
Because I was helped by a community. So my father is a peasant. He dropped out in he says senior 3, but we don't hear any stories of senior 1 or senior 3. We hear stories up to P7.
Okay.
So in that book, I also explain that as well. So that's the first book called The Rise, the rules of resilience. I demonstrate the power of keeping on and keep pressing on. The second book is the 4W framework. Okay. Mastering personal growth and prosperity. Okay. The third book is scholarship stories that ignite action. Now, so we wrote this book, me and Dr. Dani Msenguzi. We did a study and we followed out people who have won scholarships and who have been rejected and who have been rejected. Okay. We interviewed them and we analyzed this data and we have written a 128-page book out of this.
About those stories. That's
and it details the mistakes people have made from different countries. The mistakes they have made, the areas they regret, and the areas they did well. The aim is this book should help somebody to win scholarships. Okay. I should tell you that the motivation to write these books here is because I struggled a lot.
It's a journey.
I had 68 scholarship rejections. And I won the scholarship.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at this part, but it's the fact that you take on 68. So building resilience through 68 rejections.
Thank you.
Wow.
And if somebody wants to read that story, my book is going to be out very soon on Amazon, and I will let them know once the book is out. So I got the scholarship at the 69th time.
Wow.
My point
Not even me, I'm shocked at this.
My point is, if I can help an African child, I'm very clear on African child because they struggle a lot.
Because also representation matters.
If I can help an African child, for them to win a scholarship on the first attempt, on the second attempt, for the third attempt, I am good.
You're good.
That's why I do the weekly meetings. That's the main motivation. To help people get it earlier than myself. You have no idea the joy I have when I have 41 people who have won fully funded scholarships, and many of them, I think close 73% of them at the first shot. They don't have to go through 68 rejections. No, at first shot. And those who have like the second and third shot is because they learn about my services later. So they go to rejection, they have rejection. They say, by the way, there's a guy who can help you and you get scholarship. So they come to me when they've already got the rejections. But for those we are working with, our success rate is at 91.3%. Amazing. Our success rate. That's amazing. So that's the second, that's the third book. Then the fourth? Scholarship stories that ignite passion and action. Then the fourth book is now the CV writing. CV, mastering CV writing, a handbook for teachers and students. That's the fourth book. Okay. I am going to have to close here at this point, but just one more shot at maybe what we are discussing. So those books, the aim is to reach 1 million people. That's the main aim. That's the main aim. Yes. Also, by the 5 years from now, it's 2030. With all these strategies, I'm quite certain that I hope so. Fingers crossed. Yes. But it's also good to know and also take away from you that visualizing your life. And this ties back to what we had earlier. When you have people and just saying, where do you want to be? Because you have to first see the full picture. Exactly.
You know, this thing of talking about, you know, our journeys and all, it's inspiring because even us, like where we are now, like at some point before I probably went to the places I did, at some point I was just thinking about it, but also actively visualizing of when I get there, how will it feel like, and embodying that. And that's what we do here at CareerBiome, at the African Center for Career Mentorship. Of course, talking about storytelling, but also tools like he's talking about, inspiring others. But I think this ties into maybe two things: capacity building, mentorship, and also at the heart of the African continent.
Thank you. Thank you.
And yeah, it's inspiring. Well done. Abby, I'm going to have to invite you once again because there's so many things I wanted to unpack, but it's been my absolute pleasure to have you on this channel.
Thank you.
And please check out the links on the YouTube channels and we'll bring you back. So until next time, see you in my next videos.
Thank you.
That was amazing. I knew you were doing amazing work, but I'm like, whoa.
Just trying. I'm just trying.
No, but also, if you're not talking about yourself like the way Abel is talking about himself, I don't know what you're up to, because this right here is also a skill, and it's a soft skill in its own sense.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, market yourself in any space that you get to be.
I agree.
Yeah.